Meek is live. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. Man, I ain't hit this live button in 25 years. 25 whole long years since I've been on YouTube live. And good morning. Uh-oh. Good morning. Good morning. Hope all is well in the land of the living. All is well over here. I just wanted to come on live and, I don't know, check the temperature of the room. See what's going on YouTube. And I was just telling my girl, like, real life duty calls. Real life duty calls. So that's what I've been doing. I've been handling real life. And I tell you, the biggest game. Hey, Cuddy, how are you? I'm good. The goodest game from tending to life duties is the fact that at the point that you're tending to whatever your duties are in life, you are now living, all right? Life is to be lived, right? So in living, there's responsibility, there's fun, there's love, there's happiness, there's ups, there's downs, but your pulse is pulsing, right? Can't give ourselves to one vice, because life is a multifaceted thing. So giving ourselves to one vice is only gonna hinder you or stagnate you. I'm good. Good to see you guys. I've seen you out spending less time on. Hey, I've been right with you. Less time on the app. That's what I'm talking about. Living life duties, things we need to do. Because if you ain't, excuse me, if you're not careful, social media will swallow you up. It will swallow you up because it's like it's entertaining, it's drama, it's beef, it's all things that you can think of is on social media. The good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. You got God, you got the devil, you got funny, you got sad, you got mad, you got everything. And when you overconsume anything, as we know, when you overconsume anything, it's not good for you. And you find yourself on here and you follow along all these different content creators and the different content. And after a while, you'll start saying like, "Oh shoot, something ain't kicking well in my spirit." Hey, Riaz. So that's when you're supposed to back up. You know what I mean? That's when you're supposed to back up. It gets a lot, and at the end of the day, you be like, "Man, I done got myself all in all this stuff that ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know nobody, and I'm all wrapped up in what's next. Oh my God, who's that? And what's this?" That ain't even how I carry on in real life. So, hi. I can't really read your name, but hi. Yeah. Madeline. Hey, girl. Hey. How you doing? Man. Yeah, but okay. I had to make sure I put hit the wrong person. But yeah, y'all, that's what I'm saying. Life is going on. I've taken um, a more direct and conscious effort of getting my health together. Girl, I gave up that overnight. The latest I work is 2:30 a.m. I go usually 7 to 2:30, one or two nights out the week. But yeah, I made that decision. Like I bought a scale, right, for the family. And man, hey SBK, how are you? I got on that scale. Y'all know that on the on social media that song, they be like day after day. That's the song I heard in my head when I seen that scale. I said, "Oh no, no, me neither, man." I'm talking about 7 p.m. to 2:30. I used to do 7 p.m. to 5:30, but I can't for some reason I can't make it to 5:30 no more. But yeah, man, that scale was like to be continued. It's a thing when you look okay, but you don't feel okay. You know what I mean? So it was like for me, enough is enough. Then my bonus baby. Everybody in the house is overweight. I'm like, I don't know about y'all, but me, I gotta get it together. I need my bit bam boom back. I do not want it to be just boom. Ain't no bit bop in this for me. No. But yeah, I've made those moves to be more aware of my diet, getting the exercising. I done bought a few little exercise joints that I'm using. Hey, meal ticket, how are you? So I'm starting my exercise. I'm starting meal prepping. I had to find my way around the meal prep because when I made like I don't do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but I started off just doing a lunch and dinner. Yes, I eat breakfast, but I have a specific, only a little small breakfast. So I figure ain't no sense in prepping that. But when I did the lunch and dinner, I'm like, this is too much food. So I just prep a dinner and I eat a lot of fruit through the middle of the day, especially watermelon. That's it, y'all. If you want to lose some weight, start eating some water. I mean, eat a lot of watermelon. It is so good for your body. It's like a natural detox, and it's just, oh my God, like I've been killing the watermelon. So we do a lot of watermelon and a lot of protein. I've been making smoothies. When I say I done got serious because my birthday coming in December. I got till December to fit back in my clothes because this is not it. And when you think about life, you're every day we're intaking things in our body, and the older you get, the harder it is to change and reverse those things. So yeah, it's like those things we ignore for so long. It's time to jump on top of them now because the world ain't getting no brighter. So we need to be healthy out here. I'm not saying I'm some health nut, but yeah, I got to get this body right. It's here for a reason. It's here for a reason. And I've been continuing on with building my clientele. That's going well. Just still been working, actually working on my space still. I'm putting in my like my decorations and things. I'm making a wall for photos and things. I've been very I've been procrastinating on that. I've been having that grass wall laying on the couch in there for about too long. So I'm gonna make it my business to finish it today and hopefully get it hung. I'll see if I get my boyfriend to come hang it up for me because I don't want it to be crooked. But if I can get that done, then I'll start doing some more photos. So it's all about health, building my brand, and getting my business, fully running. And Of course, y'all might know I have bonus babies, so that's a time in life I never thought that I would be helping to raise young children again, but it's a blessing, because a lot of times there are kids, we know we say the thing that it takes a village. A kid can have a whole lot of love, but more love can't hurt. And in turn, it doesn't hurt you either, you know what I mean? So my life be full with these kids, not over full, but full enough. But it's a good time all the time, It's always something that keeps me on my toes. So, I appreciate that. You know, um, relationship good. Like I said, I just came on here to just tap in and see what was going on. I haven't been on here in so long. Don't know the next time I will be on. I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm gonna come back and be more consistent again, but maybe when I get balanced out. You know what I mean? Then again, this might be content, everything that I'm doing, my life duties. But do you want to expose your life duties? See what I'm saying? It's just I don't know. Hey, Z Bonger, Z Banger, what's up? Thank you for coming through. I've been looking for you too. I think I've been missing you. Yeah, but like I said, life is to be lived. So we don't want to be caught up in a whole bunch of nonsense when on this side, outside of social media, there's a whole world that we could be tearing up, making plans, starting businesses, building legacy. Building legacy. We want to build legacy. I've been saying that I don't know how much for the last few years because you can go through life doing things that you're supposed to do and look back one day and you haven't set up much for legacy. And sometimes people get it late. Sometimes we don't know everything as we're growing. So at the moment you begin to learn, that's when you apply those things. I think about my age being 52, and when I'm an honest open book. My legacy right now is my mom was a good woman. She had a great heart. She taught us well. It ain't nothing tangible, you know what I'm saying? It's nice things that can be said about me, but I haven't set up my life well for my legacy. So those are the things, along with my health, getting my health together. Those are the things that I'm working on now because it's never too late. You know what I mean? You just got to be strategic. I'm going to be strategic in everything that I do because I don't want to have a legacy that's just full with fluffy words. It's going to take a lot of discipline, a lot of unlearning, relearning, and actual learning. But I'm here for it. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, life is to be lived. If I'm not out here living and getting it how I know how to get it, what am I doing? I can't waste it away on just, back in the day, let's say back in the day. I can't waste my life on partying and all that good stuff we used to do when we was young, all the drinking and all that stuff. I've even cut that to a minimum. Yeah, I have my cocktails, but very few. Because that also adds to your weight. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to be the success that I spoke of maybe 15 years ago. A lot of the things that I set out to do, a lot of my goals, I'm not saying I'm a failure. What I'm saying is I've reached and surpassed most of my goals. I have new goals. So therefore those are to be reached and surpassed as well. You never stop going, you never stop growing. Growth is inevitable if you're constantly moving and applying yourself. Who wants to be stagnant? Who wants to not see anything uh, accomplished in life? And that's the thing about social media. Some people would get caught up on here so into stuff that social media, we know, is a blessing and a curse. You can use it for good, you can use it for bad. And if you're not careful, it's a thin line, you know. And that's why I like fell back and kind of started seeking other content creators outside of the realm I had been in, because before you know it, you'll be done spent your whole day. Ain't got no business done. You wonder, man, can't sleep because you want to see what's next. So I pull myself out of this scene, I guess. I ain't gonna say circus. I pull myself out of here because sometimes you gotta come out, take a breath, smell the real roses, you know. Because roses on YouTube and some of these sectors be smelling like boo boo, big time. It's just about life for me right now, you know. I used to come on here a lot. I ain't gonna say a whole lot, but I used to come on here regularly, you know. And I think today I decided to come on because I'm like, I don't want to just totally go away because it's a lot of craziness going on. It's a lot of craziness going on in the world, period. So, you know, I think I am going to start back coming on because I always said I'm here for a reason, you know. I'm here to encourage, inspire. And if I'm not on here, I'm not doing what I said I came to do. You know, I used to tell everybody, tell a friend, bring his friend. Hope I said something that resonated with you today. You know, we all have a special thing inside of us that we can share. And if we don't use it, you might lose it. So, you know, hopefully I'll get motivated to come back on here and do my thing. Uh, if it's your first time coming on, you can go back and check out some of my videos. It's just positivity for me, you know, motivational. It's no, I don't know what they call it, the current affairs. I don't really tap in there. You know, I stay in my lane. Whatever is placed on my heart to speak about, I come on here and speak. You know, and yeah, I do miss it. I really do. But yeah, so I think I said everything I came to say. I seen a few people I wanted to see, and y'all know my policy. When I run out of words, it's time to go. But having said that, I am going to come back on more. I am going to get back to doing my pulse checks, coming on, checking on my people that do check in when I come on live. I'm going to come back on and start um, encouraging you guys as I encourage myself. That's where my content comes from. When I encourage myself, I figure I share with whomever shows up to listen, whether it's 1, 21, 41, 81, 51. Hey, I've been on here when it was zero people and I did what I came to do regardless. So that's what I'm on right now. Love, peace, and happiness, baby. Getting back into the flow of things, you know. I'm so excited to be doing hair again. It's been so draining being in a new state and city. Being draining in the city, but being draining at the fact that I've been a hairstylist for 30 years and having to spend a moment in time of not doing hair. So to have regular clients right now, for me, is a total blessing. You know, I'm here for it. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? It's like my platform. That's my man hair, my chair. That's my ministry. You know what I'm saying? So it's a it does my heart good to be back in the swing of things and to actually be uh doing hair on a regular basis. Is it where it's supposed to be? Well, I ain't gonna say where it's supposed to be because I'm new here. Is it where I want it to be? Not yet, but it's getting there. You know, every week I'm gaining, you know. And the biggest thing is to stay stay the course, you know, because a lot of people in certain situations they'll give up before it actually happens for them. You know, it don't always happen when we want it to, but when you stay consistent and keep doing what you're supposed to be doing, you catch fire. Eventually, you will catch fire. And I'm smoking right now. I'm smoking right now. I'll be on fire by the fall. I guarantee you that. Because I'm going to speak it until it happens and keep doing what I'm doing. That's how you get things accomplished in life is don't wait for others to cheer you on. Don't wait for others to believe in your purpose. You believe in your purpose and your plan. You cheer yourself on. It be days, I promise you, just Sunday, I had a day where I felt like the air was popped out of me. I've been here, what, a year, about a year and a half now. I've been in Virginia. And I would say this was the first time in a year and a half that I felt, I ain't gonna say defeated, but I just felt like, I think what happened that day was I stopped and I allowed myself to process and release everything. So it was just like, oh my God, am I depressed? But I realized I wasn't depressed. I was just taking a moment. I've been going since I've been here. I've been taking them licks and what they say, take a licking and keep on ticking. Man, I've been ticking on for a year and a half straight. Even when man, the dishwasher scared me. Even when it got scary for me, I did not waver. Even when things seemed like it was going the opposite direction, I did not waver. So Sunday was just like one of them days where all that seemed to come to a head and just I don't know, I guess I was carrying it. Maybe it was baggage, you know what I'm saying? There was not a it wasn't one of those things where it was just like, oh my God, I can't do it. I'm not doing this. No, it was I don't know what it was. All I know is I'm glad it happened because now I feel so much lighter. You know what I mean? At the time, I thought I was tripping. I'm like, oh Lord, I know you ain't about to have one of these moments, but you got to allow yourself to feel in life. Sometimes we push stuff down until it bubbles up, and then boom, you have moments. So I have a huge adjustment in life here, a huge adjustment. Um, my kids are 32 and 33. Now I have a 11 and a 4-year old. Huge adjustments. I have a relationship I'm in. Huge adjustment. For 20 years, I lived by myself. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So it's like it's only a matter of time before anybody will have to have one of those moments where it's just like, I guess, breathe. You know what I'm saying? Some of us right now need to breathe. You feel like everything is on top of you, ain't nothing going right. You can't handle everything. Sometimes you gotta breathe so you can put things in perspective. See what's important and what's not. Because if it's not important, I'm gonna tell you now, you need to leave it over there because it's just gonna drag you down. If it's like being a hoarder. After a while, you'll be holding on to things because it's some psychological issue. It's nothing to do with something you need or something you're supposed to do. It's just something you just want to hold on to. Some things we got to let go to keep going. Some things we got to let go so that we can move lighter. Reminds me of that picture, that meme where the lady has her bags and everything, and she's got all these bags over all the years in it and stuff, and she's just carrying them and carrying them. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all now, don't even wait till 2026. Let that bag go. Get you a brand new bag and keep it popping, right? Mama, daddy, got a brand new bag. Get you a brand new bag and start to put the things that matter in. Um, whatever your faith, no, time is short. We don't have a lot of time to deal with the unnecessary. So I think that at this moment, the time is to figure out what you want to do, what you're supposed to do, and do it before time runs out. Hopefully, it's not in our lifetime. But the old folks tell you all the time, Jesus is soon to return. And he put us here to live life. He wanted us to have life and have it more abundantly. That means that You're supposed to be doing every single thing possible that you can do, and less of what you're not supposed to do. That's how I feel about that. It's not so deep. You know what I'm saying? Life and life more abundantly. Start your business. Get that promotion on your job. Spend time with your grandkids. Teach them ways that they need to grow up the right way. Pour into your children. If you have adult children, don't stop pouring into them. It's just the next phase of parenting. It never ends. You know, when my kids get 50, Lord willing, I'm gonna still be giving them the dose. You know what I'm saying? And don't think your kids can't teach you either, because these young ones, these millennials, they know a lot of stuff. You know, don't dismiss them as all you young bucky still wet behind the ears. No, listen to these creative and intuitive creatures. Be glad that they when they were little, you wonder why they asked all those questions. I had my goddaughter, well, she like a niece, and that girl would never be quiet when she was little. She's doing her thing now. She is doing her thing now. Successful young lady, doing well for herself. So, I guess that's another thing, don't dismiss the little people, the young people. We get a lot of OGs get up here and get up and want to dismiss, but we don't know everything. Us OGs don't know everything. And sometimes those people might hold the key to one of those things you've been trying to figure out. So, you know, where business is concerned, you never know. You never know. You just got to be open to learning, willing. You know what I'm saying? Be willing. It seem like I always come back to this quote, but there's a quote, a guy, his name is Stephen Chestnut says, death begins where learning ends. I ain't trying to stop learning. So I'm gonna get it from wherever, A lot of times in our community, we look at other people and turn our nose up instead of learning. There's a guy right now that I follow. I forgot his name, but he does like this clothing line. Can't really, I don't know. I guess I would classify. I'm gonna call it the clothing line. But he does designs on the clothes with like stencils and like a bleach agent, and he sprays it like I don't know. It just and he sells it for like minimal, but he does well. And he comes on and he talks to the people and then he shares with them. He don't hold on to his talent and gift like he comes on to try to show other people how you can make money from home and not really do a lot. And do you know people will criticize that man because he's only charging this little amount? They'll criticize him like, oh, you just doing this, you just spraying on some clothes. Anybody can do that. But it's always the ones who talk loud that ain't doing nothing. But he inspires me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I need to buy one of his shirts, number one, because I was inspired. Ain't no different than in church. They say if the man gave a word and give a good offering, yeah, he taught me something. And I'm going to use it to my advantage. We can always learn from other people. Sometimes people have a piece of a puzzle that you've been trying to put together for the last 10 years. All it takes is one idea from another being for it to click because it'll add on to something else you were thinking or give you a understanding of, oh, that's how I should have did that. But we get caught up in the, oh, you copycat. That's a whole syndrome, man. Copycat. Ain't nothing wrong with copy as long as you copy the right cat. Boom. Don't say I never told you nothing valuable. Just don't duplicate it. Make it your own, right? But yeah, I've done what I came to do. I said I was going to give it at least 30 minutes, and I am right about at that mark. Um, this was very impromptu, nothing planned, nothing thought out. I just came on and started talking. That's my motto with YouTube, press play and talk. So I'm going to be pressing play and talking a little more. Um, in these coming weeks. So I hope that everybody goes on to have a great day today. Um, put something positive in the air wherever you go. You know, any room you walk into, decide to be a light, right? Because there's so much darkness in the world. But I've decided to be a light regardless. I don't care what I'm going through. It is my mission to always bring light to every room, to every situation, you know. Um, yeah, and that's about it for today. Like I said, I'm gonna come back with a little more structure. I should have been press play talk of a lot, but because I've been, man, whew, there's been a lot of things I could have been talking about on here, but I just really had to take that break. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say unofficially, I'm back, and I hope that you guys will come and pop up the next time I'm here. And as always, tell a friend, bring a friend. Caring, what they say, sharing is caring. Yeah, that's my thing. Sharing is caring. I love you guys, and I'm gonna get up off of here and have a blessed day. Love you. Bye.